The Apprentice Builder is a new feature coming to Clash of Clans, but it might not be worth your gems. Let me explain. The Apprentice Builder is unlocked at Town Hall 10, where he resides within the Town Hall itself, so there's no need to build another builder hut. Basically how he functions is as an additional builder to an existing upgrade, speeding it up for 1 hour. After this, he will be unavailable for 23 hours. This 23-hour cooldown will begin once you assign the Apprentice Builder to a building. He is upgradable, by the way, going from level 1 to level 8, which increases his efficiency within the 1 hour, to a total of being able to save you 8 hours. However, to upgrade him, it's gonna cost gems, and a lot of gems are needed. This is where we get to some pretty big downsides. On screen, you will see the gem cost for each level along with what Town Hall level you can upgrade him to. So basically, if you're at Town Hall 14 and above, it's basically going to cost you about $50 worth of gems or 6,500 gems for a once-a-day builder potion that you can keep forever. Along with this, the Apprentice Builder does not stack with the builder potions. Since the builder potion is often the better boost, it will speed up the upgrade while adding the total number of hours the Apprentice Builder would save on top of that. However, this can only happen once a day, considering the Apprentice Builder has a 23-hour cooldown, where the builder potions themselves can be obtained from the trader during special events and even CWO Metal Shop, and they can actually stack with themselves. He also cannot be used in the builder base nor in the forge. In my eyes, the Apprentice Builder is just bad value, especially due to its huge gem cost, which makes it seem like you're getting a great value, but in reality, you're only saving like 8 hours. The builder potions are not only better value, but they're also cheaper or even for free. Funny enough, even the Goblin Builder, who asks for gems to be used as a 7th builder, is better value since you can also use builder potions, which will also apply to the Goblin Builder. On the bright side though, this is a good deal if you are looking to play Clash of Clans in the long term, where he'll get value pretty much every day if that's the case. However, I'm sure most players do not think like this, and the gem price being so steep really doesn't help with that. Keep in mind that this is not the solution to hero upgrades, as that's a feature that is going to be coming either later in the summer or in the near future. So, is the Apprentice Builder worth your gems? Well, if you're a lower Town Hall level and you see the long-term progression, it might be worth considering since you won't have to spend 6,500 gems immediately. But for a player at Town Hall 13 and above, it just doesn't really provide any meaningful value considering you have to spend a lot of gems just to get it to a decent level. If you're a free-to-play player, this is just not worth your gems at all, especially if you are a new player and you missed out on a bunch of epic equipment. With the Goblin Builder and Researcher, skins, ores, books, and epic equipment all costing gems, it's often better to prioritize them over the new Apprentice Builder that you'll only get value after a year or so. However, these are just my early thoughts on this new builder. Let me know how you feel about this in the comments. And you might want to subscribe and ring the bell while you're at it so you never miss an upload here on the channel. Outside of the Apprentice Builder, we have more amazing stuff in this update. More notably, a better way to scout bases whether you're in war or in multiplayer. This is called Tactical Overview. While you are in the scouting phase of your attack, so the first 30 seconds, you are able to select defenders' buildings. Selecting a building will also highlight all other buildings of the same type. For example, if you select a cannon, other cannons will be selected and will show you their range. Additionally, if you select a hero altar, it will show the ranges of all heroes on the base. This will also show which mode and range certain defenses have, like the Inferno Towers, Mortars, or even the Spell Towers. You will also be able to select other things like resource storages and production buildings to see how much loot they have. If they don't have any loot, their level is going to show instead. Additionally, the Clan Castle will show the housing space within the defensive CC. Plus, if you're a Town Hall 12 and above, it will show you which level the Town Hall weapon is. We're also getting hard mode in this update. Within hard mode, all defenses will deal 5% more damage, while attacking heroes will have 10% less HP and 15% less DPS. These nerfs don't really affect hero equipment nearly as much as it does the heroes themselves. To use this feature, you'll have to check a box to indicate hard mode when you're creating either a friendly challenge or a friendly war. Any feedback on this feature will really help the developers make hard mode a lot better for everyone, not just the competitive side. Now, what better way to show hard mode than showing Fireball Super Witches? This is a really fun strategy, and it still works within this hard mode. Pretty much what we're doing here is we're using the Flame Flinger on one side to clear out a funnel, we're using Super Barbs to clear out defenses, and then also using our invisibility spells in order to redirect the fireball into that invisibility spell tower zone. Now, this is going to be very important as we want to clear out those key defenses, since they're all going to do pretty massive damage with their plus 5% more DPS. And what better defense that is going to have that than the Monolith? Overall though, we're using the giant arrow to activate the invisibility spell tower on the other side, which then allows us to have our super witches enter in. We have the Barbarian King though to enter in for that town hall compartment. And this is why those defenses are going to be doing a lot, especially the Monolith. The Monolith is probably the biggest winner in hard mode since it's going to be doing a ton of damage even with the giant gauntlet active. Overall, you're still going to be able to get through with super witches. You have a rage spell there to kind of push them in, and then of course you can use your back end royal champion, where I find the rocket spears to be very useful to kind of help the king in this situation. But with the super witches themselves, they're going to be very able to easily move through, considering the super witches have the big boys and they're quite tanky themselves, and while they have the healers, they're going to be able to do a lot of work. It definitely does change the way that you are supposed to attack. Spam is probably not going to be as versatile in this mode, but can definitely still work. But this is a great way to test your skill, especially if the base is tough. We also have some nice quality of life changes coming in this next update. Let's highlight the important ones, starting with the blacksmith, as we will now display a full text with an icon of the ore type that's full. This will help you in knowing which type you won't be able to get more of unless you get more from ore offers in the shop by using code CORRUPT to support me and the channel. Additionally, projectile equipment like the fireball, seeking shield, and spiky ball will all account for the building size rather than trying to hit the middle point of a building. This, in my opinion, is a buff to each one, making it much easier to control them, especially the fireball. And of course, we can now reorder lists of our Supercell ID profiles when switching to different accounts. There's also one pretty big fix, as now the Yeti will spawn multiple Yeti mites per 600 damage. If the Yeti takes 1800 damage, it will spawn 3 Yeti mites immediately instead of just 1. Lastly, we got upgrade cost and time reductions coming for a lot of defenses, troops, spells, heroes, and pets for a wide variety of town hall levels. We'll flash them on screen for you guys as this affects a large majority of players, and I think you will be very happy to see all of these changes. This is not all that is in this update. Tomorrow, we are going to show you what this new Dark Barrack level has to offer, and it's not going to be what you expect. That short or sneak peek is going to be right here, but YouTube also says that this is the best video that you should be watching next.